Well, if you're tired of constantly looking at all of the trash along the highways, Columbia Sportswear CEO Tim Boyle is taking matters into his own hands. He's entered into a partnership with ODOT to start cleaning it up.
Boyle sent the Oregon Department of Transportation a check for $150,000. That money is going to help ODOT increase the number of crews, the frequency of trash cleanup along the roadways. Now, specifically, ODOT will work on all of Interstate 405 and a section of Highway 26 out toward Murray Boulevard.
I think they're going to go from 3 days a period to 5 days.
Yeah.
And they're going to have an auditor working on them as well, which is me. I plan to let them know when I see stuff, and others should do the same thing. They should let ODOT know when there's problems in the sections that we've adopted. You know, it's.
Well, he says it wasn't an easy decision to give the state the money, but he hopes it will encourage other business leaders to adopt sections of roadways close to where they live to get it all cleaned up.
That's fantastic. Well,